This web series is spearheaded by the Grey Willow's Resistance. More on that at the end of this broadcast. Meanwhile, here's your weekly audio series, Inalienable Paradise, hosted by John Wishes. Let me first express my gratitude for the opportunity to be invited into your media consumerism on a matter that I think concerns each and every one of us in our lives, but in different ways. When we reflect on the adventure of life, it's crucial to understand that this journey is uniquely your own. No one can take it away from you. Just as Pascal reminded us of the unpredictable nature of existence, no one can offer you advice so sound that it guarantees success. The suggestion that if you merely straighten yourself out, aim at your goals, and make proper sacrifices, life will align in your favor, as Tesla puts it, your wish and your will become one, is at best a proposition. It cannot be demonstrated definitively because, as Pascal teaches, we are dealing with uncertainties that are far beyond human calculation. The outcomes of your life are not for others to judge. And this truth cannot be stolen from you, just as all truth cannot be stolen. To appreciate the significance in this, we must visualize its position in our lives. Just as with advanced machinery, like AI chatbots, machines designed to alter all facets of human existence, there is an inherent complexity to the life each of us leads. No matter how well calibrated or advanced the advice we receive it cannot foresee the interplay of countless variables that define our lives. We know that uncertainty is woven into the very fabric of being. No one can assure you that if you aim at your goals and make sacrifices, your life will unfold as you desire. But here is the key. It's not within anyone's else purview to make that call. The only person capable of navigating this journey, the only one who can potentially see it through to whatever end it holds, is you. It is your adventure, your destiny. And it remains, then, now, and forever, unstealable or inalienable. But you can choose to forego this adventure. You can say, I'm not willing to make the effort, because what if I fail? However, to be frank, if you don't try, you will fail. Life, like the most complicated computations, requires immense effort. If you make no attempt, the outcome is already determined. Failure is inevitable without action. The odds are clear. Life demands everything from you. And even if you make all the proper sacrifices, even if you follow every good piece of advice, you still might fail. And that can be a scary thing. But that possibility of failure is no reason to abandon the adventure altogether. With our machines today that can make precise predictions about weather patterns, tidal movements, it does not mean that these are flawless. There are limits to what even can be predicted in life. I recently did a video narrating the poetry of a neurologist and biophysicist, I think, Warren McCulloch. And I elaborated a little bit at the beginning that A lot of these 20th century scientists would talk about certain ideas and people, and they would talk about in 30 years' time, this person will be more recognized, or in 50 years, this idea will be more applicable, or in 70 years, this machinery will be more commonplace. But even then, there were things that almost all of them could not factor in, such as anything that requires anything that results in exponential growth. I don't even think very talented futurologists like Isaac Asimov could have predicted how exponential the usage of the internet would be, and how widespread it would have become. So I've noticed some of my work has been getting significant attention recently, which has had good consequences for my life. And after editing some of the audio, I wasn't too proud of this episode, even though I thought the message, and I still think the message is super important. I thought I could give you all a little treat into playing a song that I think you all could find joy from. The song is called The End by Allen Ginsberg, with Mark Ribbett on the guitar. I love this because it's such a perfect manifestation of my two central passions in life, which is playing guitar and reading, writing, and studying poetry.
I am I, old Father Fish-Eye that begat the ocean, the worm at my own ear, the serpent turning around a tree. I sit in the mind of the oak and hide in the rose. I know if any wake up, none but my death. Come to me, bodies, come to me, prophecies, come all foreboding, come spirits and visions, I receive all. I'll die of cancer, I enter the coffin forever, I close my eye, I disappear, I fall on myself in winter snow, I roll in a great wheel through rain, I watch lovers in convulsion, cars screech, furies groaning their basso music, memory fading in the brain, men imitating dogs. I delight in a woman's belly, youth stretching his breasts and thighs to sex, the cock sprung inward gassing its seed on the lips of yin. The beasts dance in Siam, they sing opera in Moscow, my boys yearn at dusk on stoops. I enter New York, I play my jazz on a Chicago harpsichord. Love that bore me I bear back to my origin with no loss. I float over the vomiter, thrilled with my deathlessness, thrilled with this endlessness I dice and bury. Come, poet, shut up, eat my word, and taste my mouth in your ear.
I am in the process of starting a guerrilla movement called Grey Willow's Resistance, dedicated to protecting disabled people from violence and abuse. Whenever an act of abuse or violence is committed on a disabled person or someone is attacked over something they can't control, it is a member's responsibility to apprehend the perpetrator immediately, whether legal, institutional, workplace, school, etc. This is a very loose movement. All you have to do is defend someone who is getting attacked or oppressed over their disability and share your story on the internet with the tag Grey Willows or Grey Willows Resistance, symbolizing the vital importance of understanding the differences and barely distinguishable fallibilities that each individual possesses. This is all founded on the quote by Charles Bukowski below. You begin saving the world by saving one man at a time. All else is grandiose romanticism or politics.